what exactly has changed with the H-1B visa fee structure? And who has to pay this new $100,000 fee?
Yeah, absolutely. So the $100,000 fee was announced with the presidential proclamation on September 19th, and it was only October 20th, so a month after the announcement of the presidential proclamation, did we have additional guidance from the government. That weekend of September 19th, we did have some guidance that said, hey, anybody who had an H-1B petition filed or approved before September 21st would not be impacted by the $100,000 fee. And then there were questions after that about, well, who will be impacted if their H-1B petition was filed on or after September 21st? So on or before September 21st, this presidential proclamation with the $100,000 fee does not apply to those individuals. Individuals who have an H-1B petition that was filed on or after September 21st are potentially impacted by the $100,000 fee. And who does that apply to? Well, the government has come out with their guidance and stated that if someone is in the United States and has an H-1B petition for an extension of their status filed with the Immigration Service, they are not impacted by the $100,000 fee, even if they were to leave the U.S., apply for an H-1B visa stamp, and then return to the United States after the petition's been approved. Individuals who have an H-1B petition filed to change their status from a non-immigrant status to H-1B will not be impacted as long as they remain in the United States during the adjudication of that H-1B petition. And then if they choose to travel internationally after the H-1B change of status petition has been approved, they are eligible to apply for an H-1B visa stamp and then re-enter the U.S. without being subject to the $100,000 fee. And then in those circumstances where a company needs to file an amended H-1B petition for an individual because they have a change in their position title or a change in their work site, those petitions also will not be impacted as long as the individual remains in the United States while that petition is being adjudicated by the Immigration Service. And then once the petition has been approved with the issuance of the I-94 to show that they're eligible to remain in the U.S., then they also can travel internationally in the future, apply for an H-1B visa stamp, and not be subject to the $100,000 fee upon reentry to the U.S. And then we also have the category of change of employers who, again, the same thing. If the change of employer petition is filed in the United States, the individual remains, if the H-1B petition is filed and the individual remains in the United States while it's adjudicated and it's approved with that change of employer and extension of status, then they are also not impacted by the $100,000 fee.